kind of like coming to this group today, right? Somebody that you met on Facebook, we've never met before, puts on a ride like this, and we just show up, not knowing anybody. That is definitely a Momma Badger thing. I am not that outgoing.
So last night I dreamed about this trip, and I was excited to go, and Sonny dreamed about a Toyota pickup truck that he's got to fix.
Yeah, this trip is going to be longer than I expected, so I'm going to get a later start.
Hey, honey, let's do some rides with the Paradise Riders. What do you say?
Okay.
Go see some waterfalls and some tikis and some water.
So are you saying we're chasing waterfalls?
Yep. Don't chase the waterfalls. Get a picture taken. So over there is, that's Miles. Miles is our leader for today. He's the one that invited us to come. This group's been getting together for a while now. There's a lot of new riders, too, that are here that don't normally come, that we got to meet. And as I'd like to point out, look at me, a lot of biker sticks, too.
There are quite a few, aren't there?
Yeah, I love it. So where do you want to ride in the pack today? You care?
What?
Where we ride at in the pack?
No, I don't care. I just figured we'd just fall in somewhere once they start taking off. And away we go.
Trying out my new gloves, trying out my new shoes, trying out my new phone. Got it?
Let everybody kind of shake out.
Shake it out, shake it out.
Something about riding with a new group. You just don't know how they ride, what they do. Here we go.
The hardest part, I think, about riding like this is just making sure to get new lights. But the largest trip we ever went on was, what, 250, 300?
Yeah, but it was all police escorted.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Alright, catch up so we don't lose the lag. Oh, and there
We're going. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but we're going.
Right.
I hope they know where they're going. I hope everybody made it.
Everybody came through. Alright.
We'll find our rhythm eventually. What about you guys? Do you guys like to group ride, especially in a new group? I must admit,
steer away from it, yeah.
I'm apprehensive anytime I get with a new group of riders. I don't know how they ride. I don't know their experience level. From red light to red light. Look at us go.
Well, a lot of these people that ride together, they tend to ride side by side. They're just used to doing that too.
Right?
And we're used to staggering.
Well, I want to stagger even more when I'm in a big group. I just don't know what the person ahead of me is going to do.
Yeah, then you kind of walk behind you to make sure people are paying attention. They don't run into the back of you, right?
Right? Well, I guess we should tell everybody what we're doing.
We're headed for an hour and a half long trip is what I'm told. And according to Miles, he doesn't know the name of this place. He just stumbled across it and asked the owner if it'd be okay if we came one day and hung out with them and rode, or hung out with them, I don't know what I'm saying. We can come eat dinner. And they said, yeah, we'd love, I guess the guy's a biker, right? And he say the guy that,
Yes.
that owns the restaurant is actually biker and said that he would love to have a gang come, so they're expecting us there. But like I said earlier, tikis, you sent us pictures of like these huge wooden tikis. You said waterfalls. Send me a picture of the ocean. Maybe that was an ocean, maybe that was a lake. I don't know. I didn't catch that. I have no idea where this is at. And you know what? I think that's what I'm most excited for.
Not having no idea where you're going?
No idea where I'm going. I like that.
That's where we're different. I like to know where the hell I'm going.
You're the planner, and I'm fly by the seat of my pants.
Kind of like coming to this group today, right? Somebody that you met on Facebook we've never met before puts on a ride like this, and we just show up, not knowing anybody. That is definitely a Momma Badger thing. I am not that outgoing.
So last night I dreamed about this trip, and I was excited to go, and Sonny dreamed about a Toyota pickup truck that he's got to fix.
Yeah, this trip's going to be longer than I expected, so I'm going to get a later start. Quite a little line we got going on here.
I'm loving this street with the curves.
Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Literally nobody knows today.
Literally nobody. Except Miles.
Looks like it's going to rain.
Don't say that.
All of it as I see it. I was like, crap, it's turning yellow, but it's just a plastic yellow.
I had that same reaction. Come on. So a lot of these people are from this area, which we're in Sarasota, Florida. He said something about Sooooo. So that's one thing when you're riding, you tend not to follow the rules, the laws.
I don't know what she's talking about. I always follow all the rules. For all of you policemen watching this.
Heck, even the police officers that are riding, no. Come on. Don't tell me they do.
It is a little different when you're riding in a group like this.
True or false? Do other cars see motorcycles and just let them ride and do their thing and go on together as a group, or do they not?
Depends.
And expect you to stop?
Some are assholes. I've seen people literally pull over in the middle of a group like this to get into another lane. So yeah, there are assholes out there. And then there are people that are really cool.
So those assholes out there, they need to watch videos like this so they can see what we do.
If you see a big group of bikes riding together and you need to get over, you should have thought of that earlier. So just fucking stop, wait for them to go past, then get over.
Yep. So she has two helmets. She's wearing one, she's got a helmet on the back.
Right? One's a full face,
Yeah.
one's a half. I imagine if it were to start raining, she would want to put her full face on.
Yeah. Or if she goes on the highway or something.
Right?
Okay, you guys remember me asking why she had a white helmet on the back of her bike. Well, meet Sheila. So Sheila, real loud. Tell us why.
Because I have dry So if the wind is really bad, or if we're going to go down the freeway, I wear the full face.
Where's the full face? There you go. Question has been answered.
So another thing is there's just something about riding in a group of bikes, though, that feeling of, I don't know, togetherness. It's cool.
Camaraderie?
Yeah.
Ah.
There's a feeling like no other.
Guess that's why they have motorcycle clubs.
Yeah. I remember my first time ride with a group of friends. Yeah, a feeling I probably won't forget. There's something about gripping the handlebar to me that I love so much more.
Yeah. I don't put gloves on unless my hands are just freezing. I think that comes from me being a mechanic. You can never work with gloves on.
Although I see motorcycle accidents and I watch people and their hands.
Their hands are the first things that go down.
Yep.
Which is why everybody wears gloves.
I know when I first got my license and we traveled to Missouri and back that big long trip, I was gloved up.
Yeah, it probably helps you from getting calluses on your hands. You weren't used to gripping the handlebars all day.
You know you're a true biker when you have calluses on the palms of your hand.
From your hand grip?
From the hand grip. So another question. Do you ever get jealous when you see a group of riders and you're not part of it and they go by? You're like, oh, where are they going? What are they doing? I want to just, jump in that group and go with them.
I don't know. That thought has never crossed my mind. When I see bikes, I'm always like, oh, cool, they're out riding. But I've never, ever wanted to be like, I wish I was in that group with them.
That's so funny. That is the difference between our personalities. So Miles, he did say that there was a time they were out riding and they started motioning for some other bikers to join them. And sure enough, they did. They just turned right around and...
This is a cool road.
It is.
I love the almost covered tunnel roads.
Right? Me too. I want to stop and take a picture. You get a lot of this here in Florida, for sure. I purposely go out and try to find roads like this. We have a really cool picture we can throw in here of all of us. Both a grand.
I need to be back at the house working on a truck.
I know, you're thinking about it. Which sucks, because I wanted you to, enjoy this. It really is one of those things where you're like, I don't know where I'm going if we get lost from,
Yep. We get lost, we just turn around and go home.
Or Google, waterfall, stinky. I like to do when I'm passing by vehicles, I look inside to see if there's any little kids inside. Because usually they're if they're paying attention, they'll see all these bikes and they're just their eyes are wide open, their mouths are dropped, and they're just lost at all of them. If you catch one and you wave at them.
Yep, and Mom and Dad are texting.
Yeah.
That's what I look for, too.
I can't believe this. So, on the way here to meet up with everybody, I was turning my music on to listen to. And I looked down at my phone, and it says 911 on it. And there's a guy talking to me, and I'm like, oh, shoot. So first I try to hang up because I wasn't sure. And then when I hear him talking, I'm like, I'm on a motorcycle. I dialed you by accident. I'm okay. And then I hear him, which I'm surprised. I didn't know if I would hear him or not. I hear him come back with, okay, so you're all right. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry. And I
that.
I'm like sitting, it was a yellow light yield to jump on the highway. And I'm looking at you, and you have no clue what's going on, and I'm kind of having a little panic attack.
So she panicked and called 911.
I panicked because I called 911.
At least you got the right number. It wasn't 199.
Hey. Yes, people. That did happen once.
That's a whole nother story.
So, but it does, what it said after I hung up, I must have the kids as point of contact, so it said stopping, something about not contacting your emergency contact. So I think when you dial 911, it's notifying whoever you got in your contacts as emergency that something's happened, I guess.
Huh.
So I was thinking, dude, we're jumping on the highway. If that's the case, I'm pretty sure Desiree was the contact on there. And I'm like, she's going to be calling, going, is everything okay? Are you all right? Knowing we just left on the bike. But now, mind you, she was asleep. So she'll probably wake up and see a little notification. Right?
Maybe.
I'll have to ask her when I get home. I have no clue where we are.
Me neither.
Let's see. We're on that's Hammer Road. Next question. When you go to meet up with a group like this and you don't know who you're meeting up with, do you feel awkward walking up to people and shaking hands and saying hi?
Yes and no. I mean, they're all bikers on bikes, so I know I'll have something to talk about. And since I worked at Harley, that was literally my job, to see a biker and start up a conversation.
Right.
So, not really.
Well, for us being business owners, we're constantly talking to new people all the time anyway.
I think the biggest challenge is, are they open to being talked to?
Yeah, that kind of goes through your head, doesn't it?
Yep, most people are, but you just never know. Like, a lot of people don't walk up to me because everybody feels like I'm, like, intimidating.
Yeah, I've heard a few people say that.
Our next door neighbor literally asked Angie if I was nice.
He did.
I wave at him all the time. I don't know why, but I give off that vibe.
That was so funny. Standing in his house, he showed me they're putting a new pool in. We're just talking to them out of the blue. He's like, is your husband nice? My immediate reaction was like, what do I say to this guy for him to realize that you are? So there's an event tomorrow at the American Legion. They asked us to come and be a part of it. But I think you'll be wrapped up in a truck.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just go.
You'll go?
I'll go and you can hang.
Oh, okay.
There's a walk thing. Alright, next question. Do you like to lead the pack or would you rather be the follower?
I'm good with following. I prefer to follow when I know where I'm going, though. That way, if I get lost, I lose the path, and I know where I'm going. But I prefer to follow, then I don't have to worry about leading. There's just so much to lead the pack. People don't realize, you're starting to realize it, but when you've got a string of people behind you, you're riding for them, right? Are we all going to make this light? Are we all going to make this turn? I mean, all that factors into, am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? How fast do I take this curve? I mean, all of that is running through your mind the whole time because you're protecting your back.
Yeah, I don't find that enjoyable.
I'll do it, but it's not enjoyable. That's why I said I prefer to follow. But I can lead. I'm really good at watching everybody in my path. But when you're leading, you got to be able to drive out of your mirror.
Oh. People passing the guy on the right.
That's fine. No problem. When you're in the middle of the pack, you got to watch the front and the back. So riding in the back of the pack is kind of ideal. Because then all you got to do is watch everybody in front of you.
Okay. A little bit more time to react.
Yep. Here comes the rain.
Ah, you jinxed us.
That's a lot of rain up there.
Oh. Yeah.
They're going to turn?
Yep. We're going.
Awesome.
Hey, we're going to try to avoid the rain?
Maybe.
Let's go sit for a bit. I had no idea it was going to rain today.
I knew there was a chance. You're in Florida, honey. There's always a damn chance. Yeah, they're all turning in.
All right, we back on?
Just said we were. We ain't going anywhere.
Nope. All right.
Momma Badger's fired. She's not in charge of our trips anymore.
What?
It's what?
We live in freaking Florida.
Yeah?
So it's not supposed to rain in November. So who's the pansy in this group? You.
Not a pansy. I ride in rain all the time. I just know beforehand it's going to rain. I'm prepared. Remember, I'm a preparer.
You are the preparer, God forbid. Do we look at a map to see where we are?
I looked at a map to see the weather.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, we are in, okay, here we go. Momma. W-I-M-A-U-M-A. Momma. See?
Okay.
Look how perfect is that?
Holy shit, my helmet's low.
Your helmet's what?
Low. Battery level is low.
Oh, shoot. Well, we can call this once we get there. That'll be it.
Yep.
The one chick who was like, let's ride. Let's just do this. All been right before. Let's go.
That's kind of the way I'd have went at it, too.
Why is it 7 miles in the rain? Makes it seem
Like 700?
Yeah.
Just is.
What do you hate getting wet the most when you get rained on when you're riding?
My balls.
Do they seriously get wet?
Yep.
Really?
When it's really raining, yep. And then when your pants are wet, all the wind and gravity all pulls it back to your balls.
Yeah. That's like the wind just goes up there, doesn't it?
Yep. Then you got cold balls. That sucks.
Alright, so Sunny's answer is cold balls.
Cold balls.
I would say the pant legs.
Yeah, those don't bother me. When I first get my shoes wet, that kind of sucks too.
Yeah, when you can just feel it start
running down into your boots.
running down into the boots, and you're just like, no!
Yep. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And this is a long 7 miles.
All right, next question. What do we eat when we get there?
Huh. I'll know in about 2 minutes. You'll know in about 20.
Hey, I gotta look it all over.
I know.
That's my tummy, which sounds good. I've got better. Uh-oh.
They're coming through, I'm sure. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Lost 2.
Lost 2. Leave it.
I think one of them's his kid, though, so he'll be able to call and figure out where.
Oh, that's true. Oh, we're all turning right. Oh, cool. There it is. Tiki Dock, for those that were wondering where we were going. Looks like it's the water on the other side. We've got people in there. Where do I go? Where do you want to go? Okay. All right, there's her Hawaiian shirt for the tiki place. Awesome.